Revenge films.
There's a convenience store close to where I live. It's probably the worst store I've ever been to. I live far from my job. This convenience store is the only place that's still open when I take the last train home from work. I hate going there, but there's no other choice for me. The thing I hate the most is the employee's attitude. It's always the same lady when I go there at night, and her attitude is as bad as it gets. Usually, employees should either be at the cash register helping customers or stocking shelves, but this lady is always in the back. Every time I want to check out, I have to yell, "Excuse me! I'd like to check out!" at least 3 times to get help. She'll then come out from the back looking annoyed while making tisking sounds. "Could you please come out a little faster?"
Huh?
"You always take so long to come out." It always ends this way. She gives off a strong vibe that says, "Get out of here." Why do I have to endure this after a long day of work? Wait, do you mind not putting the ice cream on top of the hot food? I've mentioned this to you before. It'll melt if you do that. Could you separate them? Also, my food was scalding hot after you warmed it up last time. It'd be great if you could set the time according to the instructions. I don't think it's a good idea to ignore rules and guidelines when you're providing service to customers. Then she got annoyed and said,
Can you shut up? Nobody asked you to come. Buy your things and get lost.
I can't believe her attitude. I have to make a complaint to the store manager. But wait a second, she is the store manager? This has to be a joke. I never noticed until today, but her name tag definitely says store manager. If that's what she is, there's not really a manager I can complain to. I lost the will to argue with her, so I just left. This is the only convenience store right on my way home from the station. There's another store, but too far from my home. I need to go around the block to get there from the station, which will take me an additional 20 minutes. I was tired after work, both physically and mentally, but since I didn't want to deal with this manager anymore, I decided to go to the further one. The employees working there were much more professional. I can't believe how different those 2 stores are, especially when they're of the same franchise. I still couldn't get past that manager's attitude, so I called the head office, told them my experience, and made a complaint. Their reply, however, sounded like an automated answering machine.
"We're terribly sorry for the inconvenience."
Seems like I shouldn't have expected anything from them. I can't cook, so I heavily rely on convenience stores. The further store looks like the best option for now. However, one day when I got off the train, there was a thunderstorm. I was scared to use my umbrella, so I couldn't go to the further store in the heavy rain. I just ran to the one where the terrible manager works at. Normally, I'm the only customer in the store when I come, but this time, a middle-aged man came in after me, probably also because of the rain. I saw him browsing around inside the store looking at hot food, sweets, juices, and magazines. I wonder how long it'll take before the rain gets lighter. I don't want to get my food soaked, but using an umbrella in the thunderstorm is out of the question. As I was thinking, I looked outside the store. The weather was not getting better at all. The manager was hiding in the back, as always. Normally, this would bother me, but since I had to shelter from the rain, I was relieved that she wasn't here. While I was worrying about what to do, the rain stopped. Great! The rain has stopped. So I decided to quickly finish shopping and head home. I grabbed my food, my favorite ice cream, and a can of beer, and tried to call the store manager out like I always did. "Excuse me? Hello? Excuse me?" As expected, she didn't come out right away. I peeped through the window and saw the store manager playing games on her phone. "Hey, can you hear me?" She finally noticed me. She came out while making a loud tisking sound.
Really? You just have to interrupt me when I was winning?
What she said infuriated me. Are you serious? Aren't you responsible for the store? You need to act like it and stop giving me that attitude. It was very disappointing to see my previous complaint to the head office failed to make any difference. She got angry and replied,
What attitude? What is your problem?
She scanned everything and then chin pointed towards the register without saying a word. Her gesture of telling me to pay annoyed me, but I still wanted my food warmed up, so I said, "Can you please warm up the food according to the instructions? I don't want to burn my hands holding it."
Jeez, you're so annoying.
She proceeded to get my food warmed up. No, wait! She ignored me when I tried to stop her from putting the ice cream on top of the heated box. She then threw the beer can in the bag, which crushed the ice cream and the food box. What are you thinking? This is how you treat the customers?
Oh, shut up! All you do is keep nagging about everything. Get out now!
I was stunned and totally speechless at what she said. Then I heard the middle-aged man's voice from behind.
Do you always treat your customers like this?
Huh? Who are you? What do you care?
The manager rolled her eyes at the middle-aged man.
I got a serious customer complaint about this store's service.
I was surprised by what he just said. He went up to her and continued in a low voice.
The head office provided service guidelines and discussed with you over email. I thought your customer service would be improved by now. It seems like nothing has changed.
The manager looked confused, and then her face turned blue all of a sudden. The man turned to me and said,
I'm very sorry for our employees' behaviors. You must be the customer who's been coming to the store every night. I heard you stopped coming here and switched to a further location because of the manager's bad customer service here.
Yes, that's me. But who are you, if you don't mind me asking? He took out his wallet and handed me a business card.
My apologies. I'm Stuart, the president of this company. My son is running the company now. I value customer experiences very much, so I conduct store visits from time to time.
What? The president?
The manager was startled, and her voice became so faint that it's almost hard to imagine how rude she was just a little while ago.
I'm very sorry that nothing seemed to have improved since your last visit. I'll make sure this never happens again. I hope our stores can continue to serve you in the future.
But I looked at the manager, thinking to myself that I wouldn't come back to the store as long as she's still here.
Please don't worry. We don't tolerate bad work ethics. Certainly, we won't be keeping the managers who can't fulfill their duties.
What? Wait a sec.
What do you have to say for yourself? I took a good look at your work to date. The products were misplaced and the merchandising was messy. You were playing games in the back when you were supposed to be helping customers. What makes you think you can still work here? Pack up your things and go. You're fired!
What?
The manager changed out of her uniform and left. Thank you for firing her, but aren't you going to be understaffed?
Don't worry about it. There will be a new store manager tomorrow. I will personally stay here till the morning.
Then he put the store uniform on and went to the checkout counter. Later, the company discovered that the previous manager not only didn't do her job, but also had been eating the food and stealing products from the store. The other employees also reported that there was a power harassment issue, so the company reported her to the police. I had no idea that my complaint was able to make such a big change to the store. The new store manager is very friendly and professional. I'm very glad I made that complaint. Now, the store is my favorite, and I'll continue to shop there.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.